I-1. Beginning chapter, How It All Starts. In a world teetering on the brink of chaos, one man's ordinary day is about to take a terrifying turn. As the first rays of sunlight pierce through the curtains, he awakens to the sound of blaring sirens, their urgent wails shattering the morning calm. As him and his oldest kid are on the way to the store, the piercing noise grows louder, echoing through the streets as an emergency broadcast crackles to life on every radio and television. The message is clear and chilling. A state of emergency has been declared. All citizens are ordered to remain indoors at all costs. The world outside has become a dangerous place, and survival is no longer guaranteed. His heart races as he realizes the gravity of the situation. His wife and youngest child are waiting for him at home, but his older child is with him at the store where they had gone for a routine shopping trip. Now that simple errand has become a desperate race against time. As him and his kid cautiously step out of the store, they're met with scenes of panic and confusion. People are running in all directions, their faces etched with fear. Cars honk frantically as they attempt to flee the city, creating a cacophony of chaos that only adds to the tension in the air. In a split second, with determination in his eyes, he grabs his kid's hand and makes a dash for their car. They need to get home, to reunite with the rest of their family, and figure out their next move. Who can they call for help? Where can they go to escape this madness? As they speed through the increasingly deserted streets, his mind races with possibilities. He tries to reach his wife on the phone, but the lines are jammed. The uncertainty of their situation weighs heavily on him as he navigates through abandoned vehicles and debris. Finally, they arrive home, tires screeching as he brings the car to a halt. To his surprise, he sees a familiar figure standing on the porch, his brother, looking disheveled and anxious. How did he get here? He wonders, a mix of relief and confusion washing over him. As him and his kid hurry towards the house, his brother starts to speak, his voice urgent and filled with fear. "I need to tell you something. I know what's happening. It's—" But before he can finish his sentence, the screeching of tires fills the air. A car, driven by someone clearly in a panic to escape the city, veers off course and slams into his brother. The impact is brutal, sending him flying through the air before crumpling to the ground. As horror-struck, he rushes to his brother's side. He tries to help him up, to get him to safety, but something is terribly wrong. His brother's eyes are glazed over, unfocused. As he reaches out, his brother lunges at him, teeth bared, trying to bite his hands. "Stop! I'm trying to help you!" he yells, stumbling backward in shock, but his words fall on deaf ears. His brother, or what used to be his brother, continues to advance, driven by some primal, inhuman instinct. With his heart breaking, he makes an impossible decision. He can't stay here any longer. The streets are becoming more dangerous by the second, and he has his kid to protect. With one last agonized look at the creature that was once his brother, he grabs his kid and runs for the safety of their home. Inside, his wife greets them with tears of relief, clutching their youngest child close. The family reunites in a tight embrace, grateful to be together in this moment of crisis. But there's no time to relax. They need to act fast. He tries to call his parents, desperate for any information or assistance. But like before, the lines are dead. The isolation of their situation begins to sink in, and fear threatens to overwhelm them. As they huddle together, trying to make sense of the chaos unfolding around them, a new sound cuts through the air. The distant rumble of explosions echoes through the city, growing closer with each passing moment. The ground beneath their feet begins to tremble. As his survival instincts kick into overdrive, "Get to the bunker!" he shouts, ushering his family towards the hidden entrance they had installed years ago as a precaution that now seems like a lifeline. They scramble down the stairs, the sounds of destruction growing louder above them. As he seals the heavy door shut, they feel one final massive tremor. The world above them shakes violently, and then silence. In the dim light of the bunker, he looks at the faces of his family. Fear, uncertainty, and a glimmer of hope reflect in their eyes. They're safe for now, but for how long? And what kind of world will be waiting for them when they eventually emerge? As the dust settles above and the reality of their situation sinks in, he realizes that this is just the beginning. The world as they knew it has changed forever, and their fight for survival has only just begun. In this underground sanctuary, surrounded by the supplies they had meticulously gathered over the years, him and his family prepare for the long night ahead. They know that when the time comes to venture out again, they'll be facing a world transformed, a world where the line between life and death has become terrifyingly blurred. As he checks their supplies and secures the bunker, his mind races with questions. What caused this catastrophe? How widespread is it? Are there others out there, fighting to survive just like them? And most chillingly, what has happened to those who were caught unprepared? The image of his brother, transformed into something inhuman, haunts his thoughts. He shudders, realizing that the threat they face isn't just from the chaos and destruction above, but from something far more sinister, something that turns loved ones into monsters. In the quiet of the bunker, he makes a silent vow. He will protect his family at all costs. He will find a way to survive this nightmare, to understand what's happening, and perhaps to find a way to fight back against whatever force has brought the world to its knees. As the first day in their new reality comes to an end, him and his family settle into an uneasy sleep. The bunker, once a precautionary measure, has become their entire world. Outside, the city lies in ruins, and the true horror of what awaits them remains unknown. This is how it begins, not with a bang, but with a siren's wail and a desperate race for survival. For him and his family, and for countless others like them, the world has changed irrevocably. The story of their survival, their struggles, and their hope in the face of unimaginable horror is just beginning. In the days, weeks, and months to come, they will face challenges they never could have imagined. They will be tested in ways they never thought possible. But for now, in this moment of relative safety, they cling to each other and to the hope that somehow, someway, they will find a way through this darkness. As the first episode of their harrowing journey comes to a close, the question remains, in a world overrun by the undead, how long can one family survive? And what sacrifices will they have to make along the way? The stage is set, the players are in place, and the battle for survival has only just begun. In this new world, every day is a fight, every decision is life or death, and the only certainty is that nothing will ever be the same again.